Stop recording. So, last time when I left, I literally just leveled up 20. It was... just extra skill point, extra AP, and a skill upgrade for everyone. Up to 2. Haven't been here. Lord Captain, we have an emergency. We have received word there has been a sighting on the lower decks. Boxmaster's voice breaks. A sighting of Lady Theodora. The message we received are incomplete and vague, little more than yelling and hysterical claims. There are reports of casualties and unrest. The compartments in question have already been sealed off, but I thought you might want to look into what's going on yourself. The situation is delicate, and what's especially disturbing, there are mentions of Idria, alas, being present at the scene. I shall deal with this myself. Right away, Lord Captain. I think it's time to purge someone.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
These rumors about Lord Captain Theodora.
Terminal,
surely you do not believe them?
Infrastructure.
The Undying One does not relinquish the souls of the faithful. Domin Theodora is too sacred a person not to find her way to his throne.
What? Oh dear. And who now designs grace us with their presence? Another gaggle of heretics and traitors thirsting to get their due for what they have done. Or is it the leader himself who has finally grown tired of hiding behind others? Theodora von Valancius is before you, and she looks grotesque. A hole yawns wide in her chest. Rusted hooks protrude from beneath her skin, and a lumping, inflamed scar cuts across her throat. The figure flickers as though it is dropping in and out of this reality. She looks at you with the wishless eyes of a corpse and smiles venomously. Rogue trader, we meet at last. I have grown tired of waiting for you to pay me a visit. Theodora, look is appraising, and her mocking tone turns to one of disdain. Indeed, centuries of selfless toil and effort, everything I left behind has gone to this non-entity. Let's close the window. Better. Argenta's eyes sparkle with fury. Warp illusions, begone! Argenta, my dear. There's no need to make such a fuss. Why don't we sit down over a cup of recaf, like we used to? I'll listen to your rapturous tales of sacred relics, portents, and your special path. You must have been so lonely there without me. No one else is willing to listen to your ravings or help you with your childish treasure hunt. Theodora laughs. Almost without mockery. At the sight of the terrifying Theodora, Abelard's face turns sickly pale. Throne, spare us from this cursed apparitions of the arch-enemy. Is that what you are truly praying for? I can hear how fast your heart is pounding, Westron. I think deep down you hope this apparition never ends. You are not the dominant Theodora. Kilbeth's eyes blaze with fury. The Undying One does not relinquish the souls that have come to him. Such is the absolute truth. You are a thief of name. Foolish child, your words is limited to the darkness of the lower decks and your words of your vizier. You know nothing of truth or death. You do not even know the first thing about yourself. Theodora's voice drips with venomous condensation. What are you? Theodora's lips curl in a malevolent smile. What, you ask? You dare say that right to me, little girl? I am Theodora von Valancius, Massimo of Sakaris, rogue trader of the Imperium, commander of this void ship. Alas, my glorious voyage through life has ended in the dullest possible way, by death. A nuisance I staved off as long as I could, but do not weep for me, my girl. I am still keeping an eye on my property, punishing all those who fail me. Theodora bares her rotten teeth in a snarl, a laugh piercing. Theodora's dead. You're not Theodora. I'm dead. How is that? I am no different from those who have not yet crossed the divide between reality and eternity. I see, I speak, I remember the wrongs you all committed against me and all those who failed me. I have already begun exacting my retribution. In truth, I am Theodora, the remnants of herself that she left behind in this world. I am an echo of her memories preserved in the middle of those who cared for her. I am the taste of tears spilt for the unsaid and undone. I am the terror of she who failed to turn the tide of fate and who refused to look truth in the face. I am real as a human passions that brings worlds to ruin. What if you are Theodora? Who killed you? Oh, wouldn't you like to know the answer to that question? I don't even know which would be more satisfying. To give you an honest answer, or to leave you languishing in the ignorance. We'll see how you conduct yourself, little girl. Where's Idria? Me? What have I done with Idria? Theodora laughs mockingly. All I did was turn that little mutt from the fringes into a true servant of the Imperium. I gave her toys. I cleared up all her antics. I provided her with everything she could ever dream of. Oh, I had a great plan for that poor little Idria. And what do you want from me? Why are you waiting for? Theodora wearily rolls her eyes. Matters are so dire. That's the please. That the please. Of one of my servants breached death's veil to reach my ears. How could I ignore such a desperate cry for help from my little Idria. Yes. And once I appeared here, of course, I had to meet the pretender who has allowed this deplorable state of affairs. I'll send you back to the abyss you crawled out of. You, of all people, to ever threaten me, you are the most pathetic girl. All that you possess now was given to you in error. You are unworthy of such generous gifts, and you are incapable of holding on to it. I am here to seek retribution against all those who failed me, my brainless crew, my useless officers, my pathetic servants, who turned their backs on their mistress in the darkest hour. And worst of all, you, my dear heir, you who have undeservingly claimed the warrant and everything else that is mine. I will drag it all to the wall with me, including you. Doesn't seem to be happy to see me.
Never doubt me.
The lines on the screen look fuzzy, though the cogitator's readout system, the data storage, has been damaged. The people's remains are heinously mutated. The flesh seems to be melted, the edge, and is thickly coated in icky mucus.
Let us not dawdle.
Aha! Found it.
Walls dented as though someone's trying to break through. Neighbours stuttering ground, periodic rustling coming from beneath the casings. Nothing else over here. There is a box. Ship components. I think age. Oh no, the weapon one's on that man. They're still working. Yes, get the hell out of here. Huge shell ready to be loaded into macro cannons. Where is she? I clearly remember her being around here somewhere.
Is there money to be made?
Ah, there you are, my little coward. Why won't you look at your captain, Adrian? It's wrong. It's all wrong. Look at her, girl. My little Idria is utterly trapped in her visions. No matter, I will array your doubts. Lord Captain, Idria turns her head to you, but her demented gaze only rests briefly on your face before sliding away. Up close, you can see that the base of one of Idria's temple implants is blackened and melted. No, wait! Lord Captain, Lady von Valancius. Idria raises her eyes to Theodora, who stands before her. Tears stream down Idria's cheek. You came back. Theodora chuckles. Theodora clicks her tongue in sympathy, reaching out to tenderly stroke Idria's hair. Poor little Idria. There. How could I have not come? You were crying for me so desperately. Your pleas carried to the very depths of the warp itself. Smile suddenly drops from her mutated face. Why didn't you save me? Why didn't you warn me? Answer me, you insignificant wench, or I'll drag the answer out of you myself. Theodora's fingers dig into Idria's scalp, meeting no resistance. Idria lets out a soul-chilling howl and cries, and tries to grab the hand tearing into her, but her fingers pass through the monster's flesh. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything that could have anything to do with you. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I failed. Ah! Idria breaks into a struggled scream, and you feel the air around you grow rapidly colder. Argenta's wordlessly swings her weapon up and aims at Idria, who is struggling in the monster's hold. The Sister of Battle looks at her without any ounce of doubt or mercy. Do it. One second, and Idria's body slags to the floor. Same moment, you hear a terrifying sound, shrills and piercing laughter. Emperor, grant her. Abelard stops short, staring at the body unblinkingly for a few seconds before turning away. What? Lost items. Damn you. The figure of the crackling Theodore von Valancius shudders and begins to change form. At last, you begin to understand how important it is to promptly dispose of trash. But you learned your lesson too late. Too late.
I will exterminate
blue and some
every
pink.
last one of you.
Right, so... And then the mutant workers. Back, Abelard will stay up front. Hendrix will go here. Here. Gentle will move to here. Gilbert, go back here.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing. Aim for the heart next time.
Right.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without for you, my Emperor.
We will... Good.
Guided by faith.
I'll do it.
bonus grenade for this.
Doubt is for the weak.
I'll do what it takes.
Look out.
I'm not really worried about all of these work.
There is only death.
Unless they stab me,
or
then I'm
mine.
worried.
I will not die in dishonor.
Right.
The shadows will see it done.
Third. Good.
I shall not fail.
Kill them both.
Come, the other side awaits. As honor ordains. As the tenets demand.
Married. Annoying.
Don't touch me.
Each strike is a prayer.
Right. Ah. Cool.
Who if not
Another
me?
lord. Would please Abelard. Okay, okay.
It's as good as done.
Then
I'll see to it personally. On it.
if you take an extra turn.
Indeed.
And shield bash.
At your back. I will do my duty.
Turn.
Accept your
There you
lot.
go. Right. Okay. Over here. Press the
I
button.
can do that with the right incentive. Tell me, and it is going somewhere?
See that guy?
You've got a problem?
Bruce.
I've got a prize.
How should you bring it down? Because she's on an extra turn, maybe?
I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it's Jai Haidari. Remember the name. I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky. Tell me, and it is done.
That's a lot of misses.
Who, if not me?
Go. Abelard. One enemy.
Victory is imminent.
Fence.
It will be done.
Sure. Shield. Affect him. Right.
Let's see to it. I'll put my psychic abilities to use. But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it.
Alright. Again. Gazed.
I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this?
You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day.
Two actions left. That bastard left. Good job, I Hugo.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Cause the damage.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Away. Right.
Trust me. If this is my death, may my blood be a worthy sacrifice. I shall not. My blade whispers your name. Trust me.
It was 2. Oh, she's gonna go down. Bugger.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. On it.
I'll channel my pain into anger.
High momentum.
My place is at the fort. At your beck and call. I will do my duty. One fewer target.
Lord Captain, the Voxmaster's voice shaking traitorously. I received a report that the shooting on the lower deck had stopped. I presume you have brought the situation under control, awaiting further instructions. I eliminated the problems. Neither Idria nor the ghost of the departed Theodora will trouble us again. See to it that bodies are on the lower deck are disposed of. For a moment, the airwaves are filled with something that sounds somewhat like breathing, somewhat like ordinary interference. Of course, Lord Captain.
I always have a backup plan.
Knives. Idria.
And done.
Battle Psycho Boots. The wearer gains perception bonus dodge until the start of the next turn for each enemy affected by the psychic powers or psychic staff attacks. Plus 10 toughness. Combat whenever wearer wounds drop below 35%, they gain 21 wounds. And after triggering a warp blow, they get +1 warp rating turn. Oh, that's the Idria giant boost here. Couple of things on the bottom to pick up.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh yeah, load grenades. And that load of grenades. Guess I don't have to talk to Idri anymore. Wait for it to go past. Got rid of most of the annoying Xeno. Change that. What bonuses to change? Talents. William must. Just Jolly Mastery. Everything else, like, just for his combat stuff, so have any weapon he really wants. Executioner's more. Super push. Pencil. Cut to knife, not good. Really? What I can. Let's get rid of all his plasma pistol. A bit out on. Cargo. Dodge bonus based on assault rate. Nope. Only really good for him. He's wearing medium armor. Extra 6% dodge isn't worth. He's got no gear on. Grants full power, bonus to law checks. Law. Which is An extra 6 points. Rosinos and then some. Warp effects. Unsanctioned or psychic awakening. Psychic awakening is after you've done chapter 3. Can psychically awake your character. And again. Action bonuses. Dodge per psychic power used. Don't really have much. Right. Give him a toxic needle. Make him immune to crit hits. First 3 crit hits. And drink the ring so we can get off back by doing damage. Argenta. Revenant Slaughter or Bolter casing. Revenant Slaughter. Sphinx City. But that gives toughness. Doing the Professor X helmet. Extra 10 toughness. Get 15 wound based on toughness. I'll give it to Abelard and he'd be laughing. No, it wouldn't work on him. Right. Next. Don't even want to talk to Jay. I need to talk to Jay. Where's Jay?
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored without our little talk, Shireen?
I heard you had a fallen out with Cassia. Have you ever threatened to kill her?
So, Vigdis is snooping in on my Vox line. I wasn't threatening your navigator. I didn't even think about it. I was just relaxing in the good company of fragrant Amasak, sweet-scented Laho, and a handful of new friends from the upper decks. And right in the middle of the fun, the Lady Navigator swoops in and starts jabbering about how her head is about to split from the cacophony of colors coming from our cabin.
Go on.
Long story short, Shireen, I had the misfortune of getting a taste of what your officers have been going on about. They say when the Arcelio girl becomes upset, everyone in the vicinity loses their minds and is overtaken by Agi. And it hurt like anything. I can only remember everyone huddling in a corner, wailing like klaxons. As for Cassia, I think Cassia was flustered by the state of our clothes, which were very meager back then, as you understand. Before I could get my bearings, the poor thing was gone. The whole situation was awkward. As for the threats, they were addressed to one of the girls I'd been foolish enough to invite to our little party. That Casa used the confusion to pilfer a full pouch of leho from under my nose.
Did you know my predecessor?
It is difficult not to be aware of the powers that be, especially ones like Lord Captain Theodora. But we never met personally, as the difference between our positions was far too great. Theodora was a mighty ruler, the center of her own universe, and I, a pathetic speck, was nothing next to her. But you were kind to me, Shireen, and in my eyes, that puts you above your esteemed aunt, or whoever she was to you.
You don't look like a typical smuggler.
No truer words have ever been said. I'm far more exciting than some small-time peddlers from Footfall. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Jai Amira Fatqin Tamiri Ash Ifrit, the 12th daughter of the Lord of Ifrit, a distant world at the fringes of the Imperium. The youngest child is destined to become a bargaining chip in the family's political games. But I was unwilling to accept such a fate, and wanted to choose what to become and which path to follow. When I learned the Exalted One watches over hundreds of other worlds amidst distant stars, I understood there was an entire world of opportunities beyond Ifrit. All I had to do was break the familial bonds tying me down and escape the planet. Which I did a long time ago.
And how did you escape?
I convinced my father I personally wished to oversee the inspection of imported goods. I had to get experience so I wouldn't bring shame on our family, didn't I? I made friends with traders, missionaries, and soldiers at the port. I listened to their stories, studied the charts, learned what documents I had to forge to escape the planet. A kind word here, a shiny coin there. And here I am, in the iron belly of a ship, braving the void in search of a new life.
Judging by your implants, you've had a number of close shaves over the years.
Consider it a mark of my trade. This year, Xenos. Dumb-headed orcs. Who knew that we weren't the only ones to get tempted by the wreck of that raider? As for this treasure, I received it as a reward for a life that had been just a little too good. I was in a hurry to get to the Adeptus Amasacus after the Exalted One blessed me with immense wealth. I was 2 backstreets away from the den when a pathetic ashmag attacked me, envious of somebody else's fortune. I learned my lesson and started taking the longer way around. Except I haven't had any big windfalls since.
Why choose the Cronus Expanse?
The Keronis Expanse. A gorgeous name, isn't it? But this backwater wasn't my original destination when I escaped, Shireen. Oh no, it was the rumors of incredible freedom that brought me to the Keronis Expanse. Freedom that is generously bestowed upon everyone who can survive in these parts. All doors are open here. You can become a saint, a mogul, a kingmaker, or anyone you like, really. Here, hard work pays off, unless you're used to lying by the roadside and complaining instead of toiling for the good of your soul, glory, wallet, or whatever floats your boat. I'm used to working hard, and so I found my blessing.
I wonder if Kingmaker was a nod to one of Alcat's other games. For sharing.
All relationships are based on mutual trust. That goes for business too.
You must forgive me for prying, but the esteemed princess's heart's been claimed by some lucky fellow.
Or lucky lady, you mean? My heart has been coveted by proud men with hard eyes, gentle maidens with sensual voices, imperious lords and fierce leaders of void brigands. Only rogue traders have not yet featured among Jai Hidari's intimate friends. Why do you ask, Shireen?
Perhaps I shall grant you the high honor of serving as my nightly delight.
Oh, serving you is an honor, your ladyship, and I am immensely flattered that my humble gifts have stirred your interest. But, you see, Jai Haydari is willing to serve you in many ways. Battle and business, trade, the management of men, arms and counsel, connections and jocund repartee. But Jai Haydari does not serve in bed.
And why are you avoiding answering?
You are prying at the treasures of my soul, my little secrets. How else can I keep them safe from such a powerful robber as the rogue trader? I dare not refuse you.
Who must I kill?
Oh, you ruthless, cruel creature. Would you really kill a person purely out of jealousy? Or 2 or 3 people? Rogue traders are a fearsome breed. My heart trembles to witness it. How fortunate then that you will not have to spill the blood of any lovesick innocent, for none has any rightful claim on me. They all languish in their passion at a respectful distance, mourning and cursing their cruel fate. If you are not simply amusing yourself by toying with my feelings, then why not give it a try? Go on. Or wait. You haven't yet asked how I feel about being your romantic partner. Ask soon, Shireen.
Look, I'm a simple woman and these flirtatious overtures.
Can go to the Aji. Say no more, Shireen.
I shall invite you to dinner.
I have no doubt that you are a wonderful conversationalist, Shireen. I will make a note of your invitation and make sure to take you up on it when I next get hungry. But if the feelings in your soul have become a fire that is burning you up from within, then you may express them by bestowing a gift upon your humble servant.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
Let's go sort out a gift. I wish to give Jay a present. She not satisfied with stealing from the coffers. I humbly apologize. Certainly, your ladyship, all will be taken care of. Might I ask what you had in mind for your esteemed companion? Given her conspicuous penchant for luxury, gifts need to be something remarkable indeed. And what would you recommend? To go about this with a practical mind, your ladyship, the ladyship's domain spans many worlds, both major planets and minuscule colonial outposts that are nigh insignificant on the scale of the von Valancius protectorate, but could still bring great fortune to an ordinary person. Given Mistress Hadari's choice of trade. She might quite like the option of retiring to a safe haven whenever the need arises. Her own humble demise and a place where she won't need to fear the schemes of vengeful rival. After a small colony. There is a suitable world not far from Diagnosis. I believe your ladyship will find it convenient should you ever wish to pay your favourite a visit. Any goods I can purchase? Can't be anything in there. I think here we've got a Xeno. Asparagus. Rep. Nothing there. Got a plasma pistol. New axe. Ooh, combat. I'm out of things I can gift. You quite like armor, so give us. And everyone needs fuel. Range weapons. Visions. Okay. Got me up to 20 to 10. I'll pick anything up yet because I've got no income. And the wearer gains 50% bonus to damage against enemies that dealt damage to a wearer of his. Okay, I suppose. Got one of holy, but I want to hang on to that. Journal. I need to go back to footfall. Footfall, that's... Is that Janus? Go to Janus. Oh, that's Janus, Kivagama, and Diagnosis. Speak to Hendrix. Oh, that's Kilberth. Let's speak to Cassandra. Right. Let's get the officer's deck done.